Hello everyone, I know it's long overdue. I'm doing another trailer review video. This time it's going to be on carry-on trailers that are sold by Tractor Supply. And today we're going to be reviewing one that's about $2,500. It's going to be a 5.5 by 10. Good friend of mine decided to go to Tractor Supply and buy a carry-on trailer. Didn't look at it, just purchased it. He was excited the fact that it was aluminum, and he came home with it. And when he was inside, I decided to go out and take some pictures. And to my surprise, as you can see here, we have 4 wires that were completely, totally disconnected on the passenger side of the trailer, highlighted by the yellow arrows. Now here is another shot that show more than just the 4 wires disconnected. You actually have 6 altogether. If you look at the arrows for the other 2 wires that are against the back, you'll see the other 2 were disconnected as well. So basically you have no directional signals, you have no marker lights, there's no lights that work on the passenger side whatsoever. Now if you look at the grommet on the left, that is to protect the wiring. You can see, highlighted by the yellow arrow, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. It is not supposed to look like what you see right here, where you have a set screw that was drilled improperly and it's going down through. So as a result, they couldn't put the rubber grommet on, so they just left it hanging there like you see here. Now if you look at the 2 wires where they come through the frame, you notice it was just pre-drilled and there's no rubber grommets at all. And the white wire is not so much of an issue because that's a grounding wire, but still, there should be some rubber grommets on that because vibration over the time when you're pulling this is going to tear right through those wires and become an issue. And as you see, there's another issue here highlighted by the yellow arrow. Again, no rubber grommet. Over time, with vibration, these are your taillights. They're going to vibrate. Your taillights, your directional signals, and your stop lights. So yeah, that could be an issue down the road. Now if you look at the rubber grommet surrounding your marker light, this is perfectly installed. It looks great. However, if you look at the marker light on the other side, not so much. Now here is another view of the marker light that I'm talking about straight on, so you can see what I'm talking about. And of course, that wasn't the only marker light where the grommet was popped out. As you can see from the picture here, it is popped out. Looks a little bit sloppy the way it was installed. And as you can see from this picture as well, you will see the other side where it looks all crappy from the back side. But hey, who gets underneath the trailer and takes a look anyway? And of course, we have another marker light on the other side of the trailer itself. As you can see, this looks pretty bad as well. And of course, we see another defect here. This is the plastic license plate holder. If you look at the 2 arrows, you will see 2 creases that are in that license plate holder. They're not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be straight up and down. This is a side view to give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. You can see the discoloration of the license plate holder itself. Again, this is a cosmetic thing, but still, it shouldn't be like that. Now if you look here, the end cap looks absolutely perfect on one side of the gate. However, on the other side, it's popped out a little bit. Again, this is cosmetic, but still, it would have been nice to have it so it looked kind of uniform. And you can see here the reflector's chipped off. No big deal, but still, water and dirt can get underneath it. And it's overhanging the tailgate itself. This eventually will peel right off and be non-existent. And that's the other side, as you can see by the arrow. So those of you that do have trailers and have stickers on your trailers, you know the last thing you want to do is take a sticker and put it on a weld because it leaves a gap at the very top where you're putting it on the weld itself. So air and dirt can get in there and eventually the sticker just plops off and it's gone. Now one thing I did find amusing was they took basically a VIN sticker. It shows the vehicle identification number. So that you want to last as long as possible, as long as you have the vehicle, which is important because if you ever do decide to sell it, that way people can see the identification number on this because there's no numbers anywhere else. And you can see that it is sitting on top of the weld. And if you look here, there's an air gap between the weld and the sticker. In other words, water, dirt, mud, God only knows what, is going to get underneath that, and eventually that sticker's just going to peel off. This is, again, cosmetic, but it would be nice to have that sticker on there so it never comes off. I'd say within 2 to 3 years that sticker is going to come off, at least in that corner anyway. Now the sad part is my friend bought this and he came directly home with it. And why he did not look at this. This is your trailer tongue jack. In other words, it raises your jack up and down. Look at the front bolt and look at the one in the back. You can see it a little bit in the back, but not much. But if you do a side view, it makes a big difference. This is the kind of quality control that they have. And this, in my opinion, is unacceptable, because if a homeowner just goes and purchases a trailer and they assume that it's ready to go, they need to think again. Again, you can see by this picture how well these are bolted down, so there's a little bit of an air gap there. So it's only a matter of time before this becomes a problem. However, on a good note, you can see that it's been inspected and it's been filled out, and the date that it was inspected, you can see that on the trailer. So great quality control here. I'm really impressed, Carry On, by this. And if Carry On doesn't do it, then Tractor Supply, that's great quality control. I'm glad you guys inspected that. This thing's definitely roadworthy. So a lot of people are probably thinking that I'm complaining about absolutely nothing. But when a homeowner or something like that wants a little tiny trailer to go behind their vehicle, or somebody just wants it for like mowing lawns occasionally or something like that, you know, you should expect to get a trailer that has all the lights functioning and stuff. Granted, the other stuff's cosmetic, but the trailer tongue jack, that is definitely a no-go in my opinion, and I'm not happy with it. I've known other people to purchase these from Tractor Supply, and they've had the same issues. So I'll let you decide whether I'm just nitpicking, but I feel that it was important to bring this to everyone's attention. So this is the end of the video. If you're going to leave, you need to leave now, quickly, because there's nothing else after this. There really isn't. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you like my videos. I really appreciate the support. Take care, everyone.